Now for the CSS, I have to make sure that I have my CSS link, my CSS is linked already. So let me just go ahead to the top, scroll back to the top, and go and link my CSS. So I'm just going to say link CSS. So I'm just going. This will link my file already. So now in my CSS, let me just go ahead and do HTML and body. So I'm just going to set mini height to 100%. So I'm going to set mini height to 100%, and I'm going to say overflow X. I just want to take it overflow X. So I want to say heading, and I also want to set font family, font family. I want to set to serif. So font family serif, and I also want to set font size default font size. I want to set to 19 pixel. I also want to set background. Default background for this template is going to be, I want to set it gray, lighter gray. So I can go ahead and set that here, light gray. I want to set light gray here. Alright, so this is it. I can just save the change back in browser. This is now what we have. Now let me go ahead and make some style here, some change here. Another thing I need, and I just need to create some root color. Let me create a root here variable. So I want to BD1. So this is going to be BD1. For BD1, I just want to have a color of, let me just generate a color here for BD1. So I want to color to be light. Yeah, you want to light gray also. So let me copy this and add for BD1, BD2, BD3, and BD4. Right, for BD2, this is BD2. I want the color to be much darker, gray a bit darker. And for BD3, I want the color to be, let me just go ahead and set this. You can see, come back and change this. So for BG4, I want the color to be, let me just set it to dark, because this I'm going to use for bottom. Alright, so this is it. Save the change. Now another thing I need to do now, I need to start the BD default. BD default. So BD default. So for BD default, I want to set mini wide to 100%, and I also want to set. Also want to set to WebKit. Let's say WebKit. So WebKit for box shadow. For box shadow. So for this I want to set 10 pixel, 10 pixel, and 4 pixel, minus 9 pixel. Sorry. And for color, I want to set to RGB RGBA. I want to set to RGBA, so I'm going to do 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0 dot 0.75. Right, so let me just go ahead and copy this, add for mouse, and let me now go ahead and add box shadow. This is now box shadow. For box shadow, I can just go ahead and copy this and paste it here, save the change. Let's just go to our browser and confirm. This is what we have, but I'm not sure if it's let's go back and we can see, come back and check again. So we have a 10 pixel, 10 pixel, and yeah. Alright, you come back, you can come back and check for this one. So let's just continue. Now I want to H1 and the H2 and the H3, sorry, H3. So I want to give them font. I want to give them the first font font family. Let me just find this font family here, and I also want to set color to this one. Color for this one, I want to set to BG3, and I want to set also letter spacing. Letter spacing I want to set to 3 pixel, but we can change it later. I want to set also text shadow. I want to set text shadow to 1 pixel, 2 pixel, and 2 pixel. So for color, I can go ahead and set a color. Let me add this color. This is fine. Alright, so for paragraph, I'm just going to do, sorry. For paragraph, I'm just going to do color. Color for paragraph, I'm just going to set it to white. For letter spacing, for paragraph, I just want to set it to 1 pixel. Right. So until here, let's save the change back in browser. This is what we have. Let's continue. Now I want to do for card footer. So I want to do card footer. Card footer, I want to set I want to do background color to card footer. I want to set background color to let me just go ahead and set may add H. Let me do like 24 24 20 20 24 20 20. So this is what we get. Right, now I want to go ahead and style. I want to go ahead and style. Let me just go add border. So sorry. Let me set border. Border for this one, set border to none, border radius to none. Let me set border radius to none. And I also want to set text decoration to none. I also want to set text align to center. Right, so now this the same is a cat footer. Cat footer a hover or hover, or want to do text alignment, text decoration to none. Alright, and the color I want it to white, so color white. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the card. So let me just scroll up a bit so we can do the card. So let's go ahead and do the card. So for the card, I want to padding to 30 pixel and 10 pixel and 20 pixel. So 30 pixel for the top, 10 pixel for the left and the right, and 20 pixel for the bottom. I want to now list group item. So I want to do color white. Sorry. Let's say color white. Now background, I want to set to transparent. Background transparent. Right. Let's go ahead now and do also carousel. So for carousel, control. I'm sure this is the class. Carousel control prev icon. I can go ahead and show you. This is this section about yeah, this is the section, this is what we are targeting. Yeah, we are targeting this one, carousel control next, and the carousel control next, and the carousel prev. Sorry, let me just go ahead and copy this because I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. So carousel control prev icon and carousel control next icon. So for carousel control prev icon and carousel control next icon, so what I want to do, I just want to set some padding. So I'm just going to say padding to 25. I want to make it bigger. Alright, so this is it. Another thing I want to start now section 1, and section 2, and section 3, and section 4, and section 5. So I want to set mini wide to 100%. I don't want to have space, and I want to set the mini height to 100%. So this is it. So save the change, back in browser. This is what we have so far. So let's keep going. So let's go ahead and start now testimonials. This one. So to do this, I'm just going to say, remember the class we had a class for testimonials. Sorry, we had a class of testimonials. Which one is it again? This one. We had a class of testimonials IMD. So for this one, I'm just going to do testimonials dash IMD. So for this, I'm just going to set I want to make the circle. I want to make the that profile circle. So to do that, I'm going to do vertical align middle. I'm going to do middle, and now I want to set now. I want to set now wide. So for my wide, I'm going to say wide 250 pixel, and I want to set the height, which is going to 250 pixel also. So because I want to make the circle, so I want to do that. I want to do a border radius. I want to do border radius to 50%. 50%. Alright, so for this now, we can just save the change. Let's save the change back in browser. This is what we have now. Alright, now we will start this soon. So another thing I need to do is now I need to style the footer before to go to cut by one. So let me just go ahead and do footer. So for the footer, I want to set the background color. I want to set the background color to BD. Let me set to BD4, and padding 0. I set padding to 0. I'm still thinking about the color, but padding is 0, and mini wide is 100%. So save the change. Back in browser, this is the footer we have. So you can look the footer we have here. So this is not the right color, so I can just go ahead and change this color. This was BG4. Let me go ahead and change the BG4 color. So save this one. Back in browser, this is the color we have. Yeah. Alright. Another thing I need to do now, let me go ahead and style the copyright section. So I want to do the copyright section. So I can do copyright. We had a class of copyright. So for copyright, I want to set the background color. I want to set the background color to set background color to 2020. So I can do hash 2020. Right. So for copyright color, text color, so I want to set it to white. I want to say white. And for mini wide, just want to set to 100%. Alright, what else I need to do? I want to set the border to none. So remember, we are using the card, bootstrap card, so I want to set border to none. And another thing is I also want to set border radius to none. Alright, so save the change. Back in browser, this is what we have so far for the card footer, but I have to make sure that this is the card footer because I haven't seen completely the change. So let me scroll down and go to card footer. This is copyright. Yeah, this is copyright. So let me copy this and just add paste it here. Alright, so save the change. Back in browser, this is what we have. Alright. Now I want to start now. First of all, the card here. The card background for the card is transparent. Let me set it to transparent. Alright, so if we save the change back in browser, you see now we have different everything now. All the white is gone. So this is what we have now. So another thing I need to do, let me just go ahead and start now section. Sorry, that's my mouse. Let me go ahead and install the sections. So I can go ahead and install the section 1. So for the section 1, I just want to set I just want to do a background color for the section 1. I want to set it to BD1 as for the section 1. And for padding, section 1 padding, I want to add padding of 100 pixel for the top and 30 pixel for the left and right, and 100 pixel for the bottom. Alright, so if you save the change back in browser, this is what we have. But the card, we're still having the line for the card, so allow me to just go and remove the line for the card. So I can come here, just say border, and say border to none, and also set border radius to none. Right, so if I save this back in browser, this is what we have now. So we don't have the line anymore, so we just have now a look for our new portfolio website. So you don't need to type everything here, so I will leave the link for my GitHub in the description, so you can just go and copy, and you can try and follow up with this better. Another thing I need now to start is a section 1. Sorry, section 1 IMD. IMD. So for this one, I want to set min wide. I want to set to min wide to 100%. So I need to have the full size for the image, and I also want to set the shadow. So I can just go up here. Let me just go ahead and copy everything here, and I'll paste it down here. Right, so save the change back in browser. So scroll to the top. This now we can see now our image now. Another thing I need to start here now, I need to go now to section 2. I need to go to section 2, but before that, let me just have a look between this one and that one. It's actually the same thing. I just need to add spacing. Right. For now, let me go do section 2. So this is going to be section 2. So for section 2, I want to set min wide to 100%. I am sure you have set this on top there, so I will go and check. So padding. So for padding, I want to set to 100%. And 30%, and also to 100%. Now I want to set the background color. Background color for this, I want to actually this we are not using background color. This we are using a background image. So let me go ahead and set background image, and we'll just go and find an image here to add here. So you should have a BG right. So I will do background attachment fixed, and I don't want it to repeat, so I'm going to do background repeat, say non-repeat. So I also want to do backgrounds. Want to do background cover, so I'm going to do background size. I'm going to say to cover. Alright. So save the change. Back in browser, this is what we have. Alright. This is what we have now. Another thing I need to start is the another thing I need to start is a section 3. need to start section 3. So for the section 3, let me just go ahead and add the color for section 3. So for this, I'm going to do section 3. Section 3 background color is a BD. I'm going to use a BD1. It's actually the same color as the one at the top because I don't want to have so many colors. So the section 1 and section 3, they have the same color. Alright, so I want to do section 4. Let me go to section 4. And section 3, first of all, the text alignment, I want to say center. I want to set it to center, so everything I want it to be in center. Yeah, so this is what we have. Yeah, this is better. But I can also add section 3 padding. Section 3 padding. I can do 30 for the top and do 30 for the left and the right, and 10 for the bottom. So let me just set this and see what we get. So this is what we get. Alright, let me go ahead and do now we have a BTN. Let me go ahead and do section 4 first. So for section 4, I'm just going to do section 4, and for this I'm just going to have background color. I'm just going to set this background color is kind of blue. Is blue. So I'm going to do H. Let me just go ahead and search for color here. So for this one, let me find that color. I like to set color from here, so I'm a fan of the color. All right. So this is the color we're going to use for this one, and this is the background color. So for the text color, I'm just going to do color white, and I want to set padding. I want to set padding to H pixel and 30 pixel, and I also want to set the 20 pixel. All right. So if they change back in browser, this is what we have. So if you want, you can add padding to, let me see what you use it in top. For padding, what is it here? This it's 30 pixel for top, and use actually the same. So it's okay. It's okay like this. Now I can go ahead and do section 4 BTN. So I can do section 4 BTN. I want this BTN to be different from the rest, so I'm just going to do section 4 BTN. So I'm going to set the background color. I want to set to BD3, and the color I want to set it to BD1, and for padding, for this one I want to set padding to 10 pixel, and for this text align, I want to set to center. So let me just set to center, and white, we set to white for this BTN. Can go ahead and set it to 30 pixel, 30%. But for the smaller screen, in the small screen we set it differently. We can set 100%. So let's set here like this. So for the text decoration, we don't have text decoration because this is there's no text decoration here. So let me just go ahead and set the cursor. So for the cursor, set pointer, and border radius. Sorry, for border radius, I'm going to set it to none. yeah, border radius, no, let me go ahead and set 10 pixel. All right. And I want to do now section 4 btn hover. So for hover, I want to set background color. I want to set background color to BD1, and the color to BG3. So color to BG3, color is to BG3. All right. So this is it. Save the change. Now scroll up a bit. Save the change. Back in browser. This is what we have. If mouse over, this is what we have. All right. Everything looks good. Now I can just go ahead and start. This is our testimonials. I can go ahead and start the testimonial section. That is section 5. So I can go and do. Let me just go ahead and do section 5. So for section 5, I want to do section 5. I want to set background color. I want to set background color to BD1. Let me set to BD1. Background color to BD1, and I want to set. I want to set the color to white, and also I want to set the margin to left. No, I want to set margin. I want to set the margin left. Sorry, I want to set margin left. Let me just try this. Margin left. If I set margin left 10 pixel, when I get. Go back in browser, margin left 10 pixel. No. First of all, let me go ahead and set section 5. If I say -10, yeah, -10, this is what we have. But everything is gone to the right, to the left. Let me do padding. Let me go ahead and do padding. For this one, I can do padding. Padding can do to. I can do 8 pixel and 30 pixel also, and 30 pixel for the bottom. So save the change. Back in browser, this is what we have. But we can still move it to the right side. For that one, I think for that one, I can do. For this one, let me do margin left 0. Margin left -30. No. So I can do margin left -10 for now. So we come back and check where is the problem. Alright, so another thing I need to start here before go and check where is the problem. So I need to start section 5. Section 5 H6. I have to check where is this title. Sorry, I have to check these titles. First of all, I need to say everything center. So I need to do like text align center. So let me do text align center. Text align center. So save the change. No. Yeah, sorry, that was at the wrong place. So do text align center, text align center. So save this, back in browser. This is what we have. Yeah, you can even see that we don't need to install this again. Now another thing I need you to do, I need to install this one. This is H6. Remember, this was H6. We can go and check. This was H6. This is section 5. Yeah, H6. So for this I'm going to do section 5 H6. I want to make it a little big. I really want to make a little more bigger, so I can do font size. Can do font size to 24 pixel. Let me just go do this and see. And font weight, I want to do 300. 300, yeah. And the color, I want to set color to I want to set to BG3. So this is it. Now I can also set like no, this is okay. Let me just save the change, back in browser. Yeah, this is what we have. I don't know what else do I need to style here. Yeah, this one also, but this is the title, so I can also do the same. This is section 3. This is section 3, so I can go just copy this one and back to the top here by section 3. So I can just go ahead and paste here and change this to 3. So save the change. Yeah, or here I could just do, instead to set to add this code there, I can just do section 5 H3 and section 3 H6. Let me just save this. I am not sure about this. See if it's working. Yeah, looks like it's working. Yeah. If I could change the color, I just want to make sure that it's working. So if I could change the font size to 30 pixel. Yeah, it's working. So let's put it back to 24 pixel, and I think I can add, I want to make it yeah, you can put it to 400. It's better. Alright, what else I need to start now? I need now to start BTN. Let me just go ahead and start BTN before to do the footer. For BTN, let me go ahead and do the BTN first. I can go ahead and install now the first of all, let me just go ahead and install the contact form. Because the BTN, I'm installing all of it, all of them together. So this is contact form, and this is contact form. For the background for contact form, I just want to set to transparent, so I'm going to do transparent. And sorry, for padding, I'm going to add to 50 pixel for padding, and I also want to set the font size. For this one, I want to make the font size smaller, so I want to make the 17 pixel, and I also want to letter spacing. For this one to be like 2 pixel. Let me set 3 pixel. Right. Now color I want to set to white. Okay, so this is it. What I need to start now again is the label. Let me just go ahead and do the label. So for the label, color is white. And for letter spacing, I want to set letter spacing to 5 pixel. Right, so this is it. If I let me just save the change back in browser. This is what we have. Now let's just go ahead and do the inputs. So for input type, type echo input type echo text, and input input type echo type echo and input type equal to email. And so this is what I'm going to target, but I also need to target the text area, so I'm going to do also text area. All right, so for this one, first I want to set the background to transparent, so background is transparent, and I want to set white to 100%, and I also want to set color. I want to set color to white. I want to set color to white, right? And I want to set margin. I want to set margin to, let me do 10 pixel and 0 pixel. I want to set display inline block. I want to say display inline block. Yeah, inline block. Sorry. I want to set also border border radius. For border radius, I want to set it. No. For border radius, let me go ahead and set 5. It's okay. Let me just scroll up, and now for border. Let me set border. Sorry, let me set border to. I want to solid border, so I'm going to do solid. And BD, this can be BD1. Let's just try this BD1, and you see, and 1 pixel. Now I want to style. I want to set the border box sizing. Sorry, box sizing is a border box. It's border box. Alright, I think this is okay. If I save the change back in the browser, this is what we have so far. You can see the change, what we have so far. So what I need to do is I need to style first of all I just need to copy this everything. Just copy everything here, and I need to go now to input submit, because input submit is a little bit different from this one. So what I need to do is just input type submit. Input type submit is going to do input type equals submit. So I want to do, I think there's no error, so I just want to add this in. But for this one, for padding, I want to add padding to, where's padding here? I want to add padding. So for padding, I'm going to do 10 pixel and 20 pixel. It's for padding. And for margin, I'm going to set to 8 pixel and 0. I'm going to set 80 pixel. Margin, let me just set this 8 pixel and 0, so we'll see. For For display, I don't need this. Now what I want to do, I want to set also carousel. I want to say carousel pointer. Alright, so this is it. I think I can just save the change. But I want to this input hover input no, what I want to do here is btn. I want to say btn because I want to see the change for I want to see the change for submit. So I want to do btn. So for btn I can just do copy everything in here, but in fact I could just combine it here because everything is actually the same. I could just add here font size. Just add font size. So I don't need to repeat the same code everywhere. So just do font size set to 20. So I can do input type equal to submit and also btn. Also target btn. So if I save the change back in the browser, this is what we have. Yeah. This is what we have, but for the other btn you can't see it. So what I can do like this, I can just go ahead and say btn hover. So you can do btn hover. Now for btn hover, I just want to change the background. So I want to set the background color to bd. Let me set bd3 and color to. Can set color to bd1. So save the change. Back in browser, when you mouse over, this is what we have. I'm sure everywhere is the btn, we get the same thing. Alright, so we're getting the same thing. Well guys, so what I want to do again here is I just want to go and do also want to do input and the text area. So I want to do, when mouse hover on input, I want to do the same thing, but before that let me just copy this and paste it here. So I want to try something. I don't want to repeat the same code, so I can do input hover. And do input hover, but before that I can do something like text area and input. So I can do text area hover. Let me just try this. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's actually the same thing. It's actually the same thing. So it's working. So this is better. So I don't need to repeat the codes. The same code everywhere. So another thing now is text area. If you look text area, is very. We need to add the padding for text area. So padding for text area, I can do. What's the padding we have here for text area? We don't have padding, so let me go ahead and add padding here. So let me add padding, let's say like 15 pixel, and let me say 13 pixel and 16 pixel. Let's save this. This is what we have now. Alright, so this is better. I don't know what else you need to style here. This is actually the same as if you look at now our original project. This is our original project, and this is the project we just built with you. You can see now the difference. You can tell. This is everything. I'm just looking where is the problem to fix. We just have to do the footer, the copyright. So for the copyright, before that, let me go ahead and do the model. So for the model, I'm just going to do model. I'm just going to display it. So I'm going to do display. I'm going to do display. Going to do display block. So this will show us model. Yeah, so we have a model here. So for model now, I want to do what I want to do now for model. I want to make the position fixed. So I want to make sure it's fixed. So I want to say I want to do position. Let me say position fixed, fixed, and I want to set padding. Let me just go ahead and set the padding first. The padding is going to be 60 pixel, 60 pixel, and 30 pixel. Also 0 pixel. I can do 40 pixel for the bottom. Now this is what we have. If I save change here, this is what we have. Let's just keep going. I want to set wide to 100%. Let me set wide to 100%. Now height is auto. Let me go ahead and set height auto. I don't know what else do I need to set here before to go to the model body. Yeah, this is okay, but let me do top 0, top 0, and left 0. Yeah, top 0 and left 0. So I want to go. Let me just go ahead and do the close btn close icon. So for close icon, I'm going to do the color. Going to add to BD1. For float, for this one float, I'm going to do left. I'm not sure if it's going to create conflict with the card, so just going to do this for now. Font size, I can go ahead and set to 27 pixel. So save the change, back in browser. This is our icon is there. So this is our whatever input. Now let me just go ahead and do body. Let me just target body model. So our class was body model, so I can go ahead and show you body model. We have a model class and body model. So for body model, let me just set the background first. So I can set background color to kind of blue, right? So background color is set to blue, and I want to set margin to auto. Let's say margin auto, and I also want to set padding. Let me go ahead and set the padding 10 pixel for now, so we'll see where to make change. So border, I don't want to see the borders, so I want to say border to none. Border to none. Now I want to set now wide. So the wide, I can go ahead and give it. Let me set to 50%. Let me just set 60%. Alright, so border radius, you can add also border radius to 5 pixel. So save the change, back in browser. This is what we have, but you notice that is at the bottom. It's stuck to the bottom, so I need to change it. So if to change, I can go marrying to the bottom. Let me go ahead and say 0, and to the top I can say like 40. No. Let me say margin. Oh, this was padding, sorry. So let me go ahead and do padding bottom. If I do -20, I don't know where is this coming from, but I can go ahead. I think let me just go ahead and check what I have here, because I don't have a card in here. So I have a body and which one? All right, so I think I can just go ahead and set margin to auto. Here is margin auto. Set margin to auto. Let me set margin to auto. Sorry, margin to auto. And for white, I can set. Let me go set white to set 300 pixel. Set white to 300 pixels. Save the change. This is what we have. This is going to the top. I think I also have to change some. So I can say this 400 pixel for 50 pixel. Say for 50 pixel. This is what you have, but the BTN is not appearing. But I think for the card, this one here, I need to change some styling here. So for the margin, this one, let me. This one is 100%. For contact form, where is it? Contact form. This is contact form. Font size, padding. Let me add padding to 0. I want to see the effect. Yeah. So if I set padding to 0 and the bottom here, this is what happened there. But I can still go ahead and change this padding for there, or can just set here 50. So for modal, I can now come here and just say modal contact form. So I can say padding I can set to 0. Yeah, I can set padding to 0. So if I save that, so she have the same change. Now the bottom is there. So what now I can do, can come back here. So just set height to auto. Set height to auto. Now this is what we have now. So we still have everything okay. But now for the padding for this one, I can do, instead to say 0, I can do padding for the top, I can set to 0, and for the left and right I can set to 20 pixel, and for the bottom I can do set to 0. This is what we get. It's not bad, still okay. Alright guys, so this is it. I just want to do hover, close hover. For close hover, I want to do close. Just put here close hover and close focus, focus. So for this one, I just want to give a color to red. Let's say color is red, and I also want to set text decoration to none. I want to set text decoration to none. Now for cursor, for cursor for this one, however, I want to set to pointer. Alright, so save the change. Now this is what we get, and if you want, you can go ahead here and add some padding. Add some padding like 20 pixel. and this is what we get. Let's move it inside a bit. You can also increase the font size if you want, but the size is okay for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the social media. So for the social media, I'm just going to do social media. I'm going to type social media, and I'm going to do padding. For padding, I'm going to do 0 pixel, and can do 10 pixel for the left and the right. Maybe 0 pixel for the bottom. If I do this, first of all, let me add this one. So modal display to none. Modal display to none. So this is it. So now this is what we have for our icons, but I can do something else to the icon here. I can go ahead and install the FA. So I can do FA opacity. First of all, no. Let me go ahead and set off FA padding. So for FA padding, padding I can do 10 pixel. FA font size. For FA font size, you can do font size, can set to font size, can set font size to 20 pixel. So this is it. If I save the change in the backend browser, this is what we have. So let's keep going. So let's keep now going. Now we can just go ahead and let's add now wide. Can add set wide from set wide to 35 pixel. Yeah, it's okay. 35 pixel, and I want to set now text align to center, and I also want to set text decoration to none. Yeah. Alright, another thing is just margin, so you can just go ahead and add margin. For margin is just 5 pixel and 2 pixel, so that's it. Border radius, I can also go ahead and set border radius. So for border radius can set I think I can set let me go ahead and add 10 and see first of all what is there. Add 10 border radius, but right now you can't see. Right now you can't see because of the color. So now I want to set I want to start now, or I want to set FA for hover. So I want to do opacity. I want to add like opacity to 0. Let's put 0.6. And text decoration is going to be none. Right, so another thing is color. Let's just add color here before to go and add one by one. Another thing is I want to add Facebook. I want to add now one by one. So this is, let me start with the Facebook, FA-Facebook. So for this one I need to set background color to, I don't know exactly the color for Facebook, but I can just try and do something like #3, and let's add 38 and 599. 599 and 8. This is the color we get. Alright, so for the text color is going to be white. Text color is going to be white. Alright, so I can just copy this one and add for Twitter. Let me change this to Twitter. And the color for Twitter, I can just go ahead and change this a little bit. So give us color for Twitter. Color for, I don't know if you actually have changed something. So color for LinkedIn. So I'm going to set also LinkedIn here to start LinkedIn. So color for LinkedIn. Let me go ahead and add it blue. Yeah. Color for Instagram. So this is going to be Instagram. So this is going to be it's going to be lighter. Let me set this one. I'm not sure. So color for Instagram can actually do. I can actually do 1 2. Let me do 1 2 1 2 5. Do 1 2 5 6 8 8. I'm not sure if it's the right color. So anyway, you will fix that color. So you can go. You know the better color. You can go ahead and add the color. So YouTube, you can set to red. So this is YouTube. I'm going to say YouTube color is red. I'm just going to say red. Red. Yeah. Right. Save the change. Back in browser, this is what we have. Now we can see our say 10 padding, 10 border radius. That was too much. So I can set to 5. So back in browser, this is what we have, and I want to center everything. I want to check if everything was set aligned center. Padding was padding max wide, set max wide to 40, make it bigger, right? And back in browser, this is what we have. So this is better. You can see now when mouse hover, you're having now opacity. So alright, so for copyright text is okay. You just leave it the way it is. It's fine. So I don't see anything else to. I just need to remove this one here. I don't need this text here. So I can go ahead to our HTML. Just scroll down a bit. I don't need this. Let me close this one. So for column, yeah, this one 6. I don't need this title, so move this one. Now save the change. Back in browser, this is what we have. So we have our input, which is very nice and clean. So for this one, I can also just go ahead and add padding for this section. So row, can add padding for row. Go search where is the row for footer. Where is the footer? Card and let me add row. So can do row. Say padding. I can add padding to 20 pixel. Type 20 pixel. What we get? So this is what we get. If add padding 20 pixel for row. Yeah. This is it. Everything is clean, and we have now our portfolio website. Congratulations. So we just complete our project. So in the next video now, I'm going to show you how to add a modal pop-up. How to add now the modal pop-up when now the user land your website, and when the user want to leave the website, you can now pop up the modal. And also when the user go to small screen, or the user in the mobile, they can also see the mobile the modal popping up after 10 seconds or after 5 seconds. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do this. So once again, this was a very cool project and a very good project for you. You can go ahead and try it. Just follow step by step and you can do it. Thank you for watching. My name is Shabani Muswamba, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video like this. So I can just go and do section 1 and section 2, section 2 and section 3, and also section 4 and section 5. So I can just do padding. I can just add padding to 10 pixel, and also set text align center. Right, so I can also go ahead and do footer. So for the footer, I'm just going to do footer. I'm also going to center everything, so I'm going to do footer text align center. So text align center. Right, so for the BTN, let me just go ahead and do BTN. So BTN, I'm going to do for BTN, let me just save this first. Let me save this and go in browser, then see what we have to correct. Save the change, back in browser. This is what we have. Yeah, this is what we have here. Now BTN for section 5. Let me just scroll back to the top. Yeah, everything else is okay. So this section, this is section 5. Let's make this 100%. So to do this, I'm just going to I will just go back to my my HTML and found now. Actually, this is section 4. So section 4 BTN. Yeah. So section 4, I'm going to do section 4 BTN. So BTN wide, I'm just going to set it to 100%. So save the change, back in browser. This is what we have now so far. So thank you for watching. Once again, you don't need to type everything. You can go to my GitHub and get this everything. So I'll leave the link in my description here, so you can just go ahead to my GitHub and get everything. So you can see now our template is very responsive, even the small screen. Now this is the window, or the big screen. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. So in the next video, I'm going to add now modal pop-up. When the user want to now leave the site, so you can see the pop-up, and for the mobile screen, the pop-up can appear after, we can set after 10 seconds. Also add also the scroll animation. Thank you for watching.